Hi, my name is Dr. Allison Zebron, and I am a pelvic floor physical therapist and doula. And I work in and around the Tampa Bay area in Florida, and I also do virtual sessions for those globally. So, some of the things that I like to do and my approach follows a holistic approach. So, I like to work with moms who are either pregnant, trying to become pregnant, in labor, or postpartum. So I like to work holistically from head to toe. So I don't just focus on, let's say you have back pain. I don't just focus on your back. I focus on what happened surrounding your back pain. I focus on what's going on in your mind. So are you having any anxieties, any stressors? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, okay, do you have any other pains? How about I look at your back, your hips, your knees, your entire body. I also focus a lot on nutrition, plant-based nutrition specifically, because I found that plant-based nutrition had healed me in my postpartum. So I like to just focus on that and see that I get a lot of results with plant-based nutrition um, with my clients as well. And obviously, everything is not for everybody, but that's just something that I like to focus on and try out with my clients as well, plant-based nutrition. Um, what else that I like to do is also births, postpartum. I focus a lot on recovery from birth. When I'm not attending a birth, I also work with postpartum clients. So, helping you recover from having that birth. So, I focus a lot on nutrition. Your postpartum diet should be completely different from what you were eating previously. So, your postpartum diet, you want to specifically heal from having a baby, and your gut is um, not as strong as it was prior to having your baby. So, the foods that you intake are completely different than before. So, having that knowledge and that education, I do a lot of education surrounding that, recovery with exercises, sleep, recovery with the stressors that you're undertaking and the support that you have at home with your newborn. So I work with clients a lot around that with education and making a good postpartum plan. So not only with just doula work and holistic wellness for moms, I also do pelvic floor physical therapy. So if you're having any leaking, if you're having any back pain, sciatica, if you're having constipation, and any type of pains in your pelvic floor. So I work a lot with that, helping you recover and giving you a special individualized approach just for you and what you went through with your birth and your recovery. Um, the other thing that I focus on is I do a lot of, we do a lot of talking initially because I want to get to know you and what your situation is, what your background is, what your birth was like, what stressors are in your life. Do you have any anxiety? Let's talk about that. When you do a holistic approach, you should focus on those things because it affects your gut. What, like I was talking about with nutrition, you have a gut brain connection, gut brain, that whatever is stressing you in your mind can also affect you in your gut and vice versa. Nutrition is highly, highly important, and I focus on it a lot with my clients and in my sessions, either virtually or in person. Just a lot of education just to figure out what's going on in your body. And sometimes it's just a quick, simple fix. Um, and sometimes it takes a little bit more in depth and a little bit more digging, which is why I like to get to know you um, in what is going on in your life. I also like to prepare moms for birth, pelvic floor wise, also education in childbirth wise, what's going to go on in your labor if you've never had a birth before, if you're trying to have a natural labor, um, how can we prepare for that and for a least painful process as possible? How can we prepare for that and giving you the tools to succeed um, in your birth, the birth that you want? So I do a lot of education with that, with my doula clients and with my pelvic floor clients, especially if that's what you're seeking. So those are the type of things that I focus on with my moms and my passions in life. I just love to help moms have the birth that they want and have the recovery that they need, and making a good birth plan and a good postpartum plan. And I'm just one piece of that plan, one piece of that plan. So one way that you can find me is I have my business called The Birth PT, thebirthpt.com. You can also email me at thebirthpt@gmail.com, and you can find me on Instagram with the same name, The Birth PT. You can find a lot of my postpartum plant-based recipes at Her Holistic Journey, also on Instagram. So thank you, and I hope this was helpful for you. Happy motherhood journey. Take care.